Well, hello, Smoky Valley, students, parents, and patrons. It's been a long time since I put a video out, but I think it's time to do that because in 2 weeks, the 21-22 school year will begin. Whether you're a returning student or if you're new to the district, and we welcome you to the Smoky Valley. On Monday night, 2 days ago, the Board of Education had a special board meeting. Several of you were in attendance. The primary focus was not on all the protocol, but the primary focus was, do we wear mask coverings? Are we going to wear facial coverings? At the final of that meeting was that we will begin the school year with masks being optional. Our other protocol that we ended the school year with social distancing, hand sanitizer, wiping of surfaces, that's all still going to remain the same. If you look on our website, we have, you go to menu and you go to COVID-19 information and then returning to learning 21-22. It will explain that at the end of May, the Board of Education approved masks optional. In fact, we did summer school with masks optional at Soderstrom Elementary and also 5th and 6th grade at the middle school. But the first thing you'll see on the plan that we have in place for returning to learning is that this plan is subject to change based upon the current conditions of our school, current conditions of the county, and some other focal points that we'll be looking at. But it can change at any time. You might see an updated version very soon with more specific information. No specific changes, no significant changes to that. Our goal for the 21-22 school year is to keep students safe and most importantly in school. We do not plan to do full remote learning at any time. In fact, the legislature has discouraged remote learning with some things they put in place. Approximately 85% of our adult staff are vaccinated. And I'll be honest with you, I have not heard of another school in the state of Kansas that is that high. So there's some safety in that. Over 85% of our staff are vaccinated. Some of them still may be wearing masks. That is a personal call on each individual. And if you wish to do so, that is perfectly fine. Have your students wearing masks in school. In fact, we do encourage that. You may have been hearing discussion about testing protocol in school. Schools are being urged by KDHE and KSDE to implement testing protocols. We believe that testing can keep our children in school and safe. It is something that we are looking at. We've applied for a grant, but we don't have that yet. There are no testing protocol plans currently in place at USD 400. I want to be clear about that because that does concern some parents. And it won't happen without board approval. Here's how that might look. What does it mean to test? We may offer testing to those showing symptoms. We might offer testing to those who have been close contacts. We might offer testing to those who feel like they've been in close contact, maybe over the weekend or at some point, and they would just like to have a test. These are 15-minute tests. They are non-invasive. If we go with the antigen test, that is a simple swab around the base of the nose. It is not the insertion up into the brain cavity with the PCR test. And then offer also the saliva testing for elementary if they'd like to do that. Excuse me, but that's a 24-hour test. One of the reasons we may offer that is that if we believe your child has been in close contact to another student who is positive and they need to go home for 10 days because they've been in close contact, we would like to possibly offer the testing protocol. And we might ask you as a parent, can we do that with your child? And if they test negative, and they can self-administer that simple antigen test, and we'll know within 15 minutes whether they're positive or negative. And if they're negative, they can stay in school. We believe that the testing protocol that the state is advocating can keep kids in school, especially if they're testing negative. But again, there's no testing protocol currently in place, and none will be conducted without parent permission. But watch for that, because if that happens, we will certainly get information out, or I'll put another video out about we'd like to implement testing protocol. Nothing is in place right now. Last year was tough. This year could even be more difficult. We will keep you updated if anything changes. If the conditions seem to get worse, you might hear us say, we're going to wear masks for the next 2 weeks until September 1. So please be prepared. This is ever changing, and it becomes more and more difficult this year as we monitor the school and community conditions. We'll look at those on a daily basis. I can assure you that we'll offer as many opportunities for your children as possible as our protocol allows. Last year, as we worked through all of these conditions and the videos and the protocol and the changes and the masking, we still had an exciting year. And especially with our academics, we did extremely well. Where people thought learning loss was prevalent, Smoky Valley did extremely well. In fact, we had some outstanding years at all levels throughout the district. It was an exciting year for our sports as well. And we can go through those in the state competition that we had. In fact, a shout out today, because today I learned that Jay Myers was named the girls 3A track coach of the year. So congratulations to you, Jay, as we end our video for this evening. Thank you all for your support. We'll keep you updated as soon as we can get information. We'll shoot that out to you. Take care. Thank you.